Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of multiple patients. So, let's begin with the journeys of our first patient and see how their hair transplant surgery transformed their appearance, restored their hairlines, and boosted their confidence.
Hello viewers, today we will share the journey of a patient who was dealing with diffuse grade 3A baldness, which caused a receded hairline along with noticeable thinning in the frontal and the mid-scalp areas, while the rest of his scalp remained healthy. Additionally, he had a dense donor area with a strong and healthy hair follicles, which played a crucial role in the transplant process. Let's take a look at how our experts helped him overcome his baldness and regain his confidence. Our experts crafted a custom-shaped hairline according to the patient's facial structure, keeping the hairline slightly lower from the middle and at the precise distance of 7 cm from the glabella point. Apart from the hairline, other affected areas were also marked. While designing, our experts consider factors like age, shape, and angle to ensure that the final result looks natural and suits the patient's facial features and expectations. During the procedure, our experts implanted single, thin hair follicles along the hairline to achieve a natural, soft look. At the same time, in the frontal and part of the mid-scalp areas, double and triple hair follicles were used to add fullness. Each follicle was carefully implanted to blend seamlessly with the patient's existing hair. This approach ensured a natural growth pattern with a smooth transition, complementing the patient's facial features. In total, 2,800 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor area. One month after the hair transplant, the patient visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, an essential part of post-transplant care designed to stimulate hair growth. At this stage, our experts observed approximately 70% shedding in the transplanted areas, which is a normal part of the hair growth cycle. At the same time, the donor area had healed completely. Four months after the transplant, early growth was visible on the scalp and his scalp appeared voluminous with the transplanted and native hairs merging seamlessly. We would see excellent results in the upcoming months. Six months post-transplant, the progress was noteworthy, and the patient's hairline had become well-defined, significantly enhancing his appearance. The frontal and mid-scalp areas had also gained beautiful density. However, this was not the final result. The best results were still to come. Seven months post-transplant, the first glimpse of the final result unfolds. His hairline was perfectly framing his facial features. Both frontal and mid-scalp areas were full of matured hair growth and no one could distinguish between transplanted and existing follicles. The patient is now styling his hair as he wants. These results enhanced his overall look as compared to his initial condition. With the lost hairline, his lost confidence was also regained. If you also want your youthful appearance back, then book a consultation with our experts and we will continue to share the patient's upcoming month's results.
Now let's move on to the next patient.
Are you also wondering if hair transplant results are only temporary? Then today's case study is just for you. We're going to share with you our patient's 12-month results. Yes, the exact time frame in which scientifically complete results are usually achieved. This is our patient's before condition. When he first visited the clinic, he was dealing with Norwood grade 2 baldness, where his hairline had completely receded and there was noticeable thinning in the temple area. Additionally, his frontal area was also affected. However, the rest of his scalp is in healthy condition. Thankfully, he had a thick and strong donor area, which plays a significant role in his hair restoration journey. Donor area had thick and healthy hair follicles. Stay tuned to see the results, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring transformation stories. If you have any questions about hair transplants or hair loss, feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll answer them in our next video. Let's begin. The hairline design is a perfect blend of art and science. Our experts carefully created a custom-shaped hairline that complements the patient's unique facial features, ensuring it enhances natural appearance and facial symmetry. To make sure the hairline blends in perfectly with the patient's facial features, this design technique places it slightly lower in the middle. Crucially, we keep distance from the glabella point to ensure that the patient's overall appearance is improved by the new hairline. Additionally, they also mark the affected areas. After the hairline design was finalized, the surgery began, with our experts first creating slits in the recipient area. Following that, the extraction and implantation process was carried out with precision. To ensure a natural look in the hairline zone, single and thin hair follicles were implanted. This technique prevents a pluggy appearance and blends perfectly with the patient's facial features. The same type of follicles was also implanted in the temple zones to achieve a complete and well-defined facial frame. For added volume and density in the frontal area, our team strategically implanted double and triple hair follicles. In total, 2,800 grafts were implanted during the surgery, all precisely extracted from the patient's safe donor zone to ensure long-lasting and natural results. 3 months after the transplant, when our patient visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts noticed new growth had started to appear on the transplanted areas of the scalp. His transplanted and native hair growing well, blending seamlessly with the transplanted hair. His hairline and temples were perfectly framed. Also, frontal area gained perfect density. At the same time, his donor area completely healed with no sign of extraction. 8 months after the transplant, the progress was truly remarkable. The patient's hairline and temples became more defined, adding sharpness and symmetry to his overall facial appearance. The areas that were once receded now showed healthy, natural-looking growth, blending seamlessly with the rest of the scalp. The frontal zone had gained impressive density, contributing to a fuller and more youthful look. By this stage, the transplanted hair had matured significantly, showing clear improvement in both volume and texture. The transformation was not just visible, it was impactful. And the best part, these results will continue to refine and improve as the growth phase progresses further, leading to an even more natural and enhanced final outcome. 12 months after the transplant, the patient's hairline had perfectly framed and enhanced his facial structure. The frontal area showed visible density, giving him a complete and balanced look. He now had a fuller, vibrant head of hair, which significantly boosted his confidence and improved his overall appearance. However, achieving and maintaining such growth also depends on the patient's diet and medication. If they smoke or drink, it is essential to quit these habits during the treatment period. Dietary changes are also crucial for optimal results. For non-vegetarians, our doctors recommend chicken, fish, and mutton as rich sources of protein. For vegetarians, we suggest consuming green vegetables, soybeans, and pulses, which help in achieving thick, strong, and natural hair growth. In addition, specific medications and multivitamins are also prescribed to support and enhance the results. The difference between the transplanted and original hair was almost unnoticeable, making the final outcome look completely natural. With a fuller head of hair, the patient felt more confident and embraced his new look with renewed energy and self-assurance. This is the journey of our patient, who went from grade 2 baldness to a fuller, natural-looking hairline and improved frontal area. If you're looking to transform your look from bald to young and energetic, book an appointment with our expert team.
Now let's move on to the next patient.
Hello viewers, today we are excited to share the journey of a 30-year-old patient who faced the challenges of advanced diffuse grade 6 baldness. This stage of hair loss had caused his hairline to recede into a distinct M shape, and by the time he arrived at our clinic, it had completely disappeared. Severe thinning affected not only his frontal area but also his mid-scalp and crown regions, leaving only miniature follicles behind. While these weakened follicles could be revitalized with PRP and targeted medication, he was fortunate to have a good donor area that provided the healthy follicles needed for a successful transplant. Followed by a hair trim and head wash session, our experts crafted a custom-shaped hairline according to the patient's facial features, keeping the hairline slightly lower in the middle and at a precise distance of 7.1 cm from the glabella point. In addition to the hairline, the remaining recipient area was also marked to outline the affected area. During the procedure, our experts carefully implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone to create a natural look and avoid any pluggy or artificial appearance. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, they opted for double and triple hair follicles to enhance volume and density. For the crown region, these grafts were implanted at varying angles to replicate a natural-looking whirl. However, part of the crown was left untreated and is being managed with medication and PRP. If these treatments do not produce sufficient results, we may consider a second transplant session for this area. In this case, a total of 5,000 grafts were strategically implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone and beard area. 1 month post-transplant, when the patient visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP session, our experts noticed 40% shedding in the transplanted regions, a normal part of the process that typically lasts for 3 to 4 months. During this time, the patient's donor area had also healed completely, showing excellent recovery. Three months post-transplant, the shedding phase had concluded and the follicles entered the growth phase, beginning to mature steadily. At this stage, around 30% growth was visible, which is expected in the early phase of development. This growth will continue to improve and can be significantly enhanced in the coming months. Seven months post-transplant, the growth was impressive as the hairline began to take shape, significantly enhancing the patient's appearance. The frontal area and mid-scalp had achieved 80% density, with a noticeable blend of transplanted and native hair. In the crown region, the follicles were replicating a natural whorl, though the growth there remained slower, which is completely normal at this stage. Achieving such progress in just 7 months for an advanced stage of baldness is a strong indicator that even more voluminous growth will become visible in the coming months. Ten months post-transplant, the transformation was truly impressive. His hairline had become beautifully defined, achieving a natural density that perfectly framed his face. The frontal area and mid-scalp were now full, showcasing dense, voluminous growth that seamlessly blended with his native hair. In the crown region, the transplanted follicles had replicated an ideal swirl pattern, while the non-transplanted area remained thinned. As we mentioned earlier, we will consider a second transplant session if this area does not gain sufficient density. His overall scalp was full of healthy growth. The overall effect was rejuvenating, restoring his youthful, energetic appearance and significantly boosting his confidence. If you found this patient's journey inspiring and are ready to reclaim your confidence and youthful appearance, schedule a consultation with our experts today.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.